Hey, in this video I want to show you guys how to create adjustment layers in Procreate. I bet you didn't know you could do that. I'm going to show you how. Check it out. Hey there, my name is K. Michael Russell. I am a comic book colorist and digital artist. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So in the video today, I'm going to show you guys how to create adjustment layers in Procreate. Now it doesn't come with them by default, and I want to start by actually explaining what they are in case anyone doesn't know, and I'm going to use Photoshop for that because it actually has adjustment layers as a feature. In Procreate we're going to be doing some trickery to make that work for us. In this file you're seeing here, my head is massive in this, isn't it? Is it too big? I'm gonna have to look into that. So in this piece, we got a bunch of layers in here, but the way that adjustments work in Photoshop, so if I go to my colors layer, which is where really all the primary coloring is done here, if I go to this and I go to make an adjustment, like color balance or something, and I slide it toward blue, you can see it getting bluer. I slide it toward red, it gets redder. You know, whatever I do here, this is a permanent change. You know, if you just go to adjustments and make the adjustments and keep on working, you can't get back to where you were, okay? I mean, you know, unless you go back 50 times. But what happens when you get to the end of the image and you think, man, I wish I would have made this blue instead of purple? Well, you can't do anything without totally redoing everything because it's a permanent change to just go up and make an adjustment like that. So what adjustment layers do is they're non-destructive ways, is what they call it, non-destructive, because it's not destroying anything that you've done, but they're non-destructive ways of making edits. And in Photoshop, it's this little half moon symbol down here at the bottom. And you guys have probably seen me use these before here and there, but there's tons of adjustments. There's tons of possible adjustments. I'm just going to use a couple of these as an example. So now, adjustment layers affect everything below them. Okay, so if I want to affect the entire image, you know, I would go all the way up to the top. In comics, typically you're wanting to stay below the inks when you're making colors adjustments. I'm going to keep it, I'm going to put it on top of this group of rendering that I have here. So nothing is selected right now, but I'm going to go down and hit the little half moon symbol, this semicircle symbol, and choose color balance. And it brings up the same options that we had before. And if I make it bluer or I make it redder or whatever I change here, it's going to change all of the colors. It's going to affect everything below it. Okay. Now there's two things that doing this with an adjustment layer, there's two ways this is better. One is I can turn this off and on. Okay. If I don't like it later, then I can just disable it. I can delete it. I can adjust the opacity of the effect. You know, so let's say I want a little bit more purple, but not that purple, you know. And so instead of having it at 100% opacity, I just drag the opacity of the color balance adjustment layer down, okay. So it's easy to make adjustments like that. It also includes a mask, as you can see here. So with mask, if you want to delete part of it, you paint with black on the mask. So if I grab a black color, and let's just say, for whatever reason, let's say that I don't want it affecting this third panel here, okay? So I can go into my color balance adjustment layer and just paint with black, just soft round brush. Paint with black, okay? So now you can see that it's not actually putting black on the canvas, it's painting away that adjustment that I did. You know, you see the little black box over here if you're looking at the mask. So that color balance adjustment layer now affects everything except that panel. So you can do some really cool things with this. You know, for example, if I just wanted to, let's say I want to change the color of the background in this panel, okay, this panel alone, panel 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing. First I can invert the mask. I can fill the whole mask with black. Let's do that first. So now, when I fill the whole thing with black, you can see that nothing's being affected. Nothing looks purple. But if I go down and choose my background in panel 4, choose my mask, and then paint with white or fill with white, you can see that it's adding that purpley orangey effect that I just did only in that particular background. And so adjustment layers are awesome. And you can even render with adjustment layers. I've got a whole lesson in course 2 on painting with adjustment layers. So for example, I'll give you guys a quick example. So if I make a new levels adjustment, Just go back to that little half moon symbol, choose levels, and let's say I make some adjustments to this. I'm just going to make some really dramatic adjustments so you guys can really see this. Okay, so it's much, much brighter. Okay, well, if I fill this with black, of course, it's going to hide what I've done because the black on the mask is covering the effect, right? So if I choose a brush and paint with white, you'll see that that effect's coming through, right? So I could use that to even render if I wanted to. You know, I could go in here and put some lighting on here, and this looks really rough. I'm just showing you guys an example. And anywhere that I haven't painted, I can color pick basically, and that's going to make it black, and then I can paint it away. So adjustment layers are very, very cool. I think I've said that already, but I like them. I use them a lot. So I'm going to get rid of both of these adjustment layers. But that's why it's better, in my opinion, to use adjustment layers to make big changes at the end of your piece as opposed to trying to do it early on. By using an adjustment layer, you can always get rid of it or change it at any point. So now I'm going to jump on the iPad and show you guys how to create an adjustment layer in Procreate. Alright, so now we're in Procreate, and I'm going to show you guys how to create an adjustment layer since Procreate doesn't actually have this as a feature. So we're going to be limited in the kind of adjustments we can make. We've got hue, saturation, brightness. We've got color balance, curves, and recolor. So all of those we can actually make into an adjustment. And the way that you do it, there's two ways you can do this. You can go up to your settings and go to image and go to copy canvas. Okay, not copy, but copy canvas. So what copy does is it copies the contents of the layer that you're on currently, which is not what we want. We want all of the layers. So we want what is visible at this point. So if you go to copy canvas, now I'm going to go to make a new layer over here. I'm going to hit the plus sign. It's going to put a new layer on top of everything else. We want to make sure it's on top. I'm just going to 3-finger swipe down and hit paste. Now you're really not going to see anything change because all we've done is we've made a copy of all the layers underneath and put them in one layer. Okay. So again, to do that, you just go to the settings or actions, image, and then copy canvas. The other way you can do this is if you 3-finger swipe down, there is a copy all. Okay, copy all does the same thing. This might actually be a faster way to do this. So we'll do it that way too, just to show you. So 3-finger swipe down, copy all, go make a new layer on top, and it's going to look the same. 3-finger swipe down, paste. And we've got the same thing. So now I've got 2 copies, basically, of my finished piece here. So what I can do, I'm going to turn this one off and go to the second one, the first one we created. So now I can go into my hue, saturation, brightness, or what did we do before? Color balance. Go to color balance. All right, so I can start shifting this around. Make it purple, make it a little bit bluer. What did we do before? I don't know. We did some purpley stuff. I don't know. Let's say it's something like that. Really extreme example. But now everything is purple. So we've made an adjustment now that affects the entire image, and just like in Photoshop, we can turn this off and on. We can adjust the opacity. You know, there's lots of different ways we can work with this, and Procreate added mask last year, so I could even create a mask on this by clicking on that layer, choosing mask, and now I've got a layer mask. So I can go in with black, and I'm just going to raise the opacity of this. So when I start painting with black, you're going to see it's painting that purple away, just like in Photoshop, right? So if I want to contain this to just a certain panel or just a background or a certain character or whatever it is, you know, I can go in and make those adjustments. And if I decide that I don't like what I did, I just go choose white and paint it right back in. Okay, now this is very powerful if you use it in conjunction with, you know, your, they don't call it the magic wand, but basically the equivalent thing. You know, so if I go down with I've got my flats right now set as a reference. So if I go in here and start selecting the background, you know, then I can go in on that mask again and paint that effect away in those areas. So you end up with the same functionality for the most part. So, and as I said before, obviously there are limitations. You don't get as many different types of layers as there are in Photoshop, but it is an option that you've got. So I'm going to go back to the top layer, this other one. We're back to the original basically. And just to choose another example like brightness, I can go change the brightness. I can play around with hue or saturation or whatever it is I want to do. Now I've made that adjustment on top, and again, I don't have to permanently change anything that I've already done on here. It's easy to turn this off. It's easy to change the opacity. And again, I could put a mask on this by clicking on the layer, choose mask, and again decide when and where I want to put that effect. So that is a way to create some adjustment layers in Procreate without actually having the ability to create an adjustment layer. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to check the links in the description. I've got several courses on Procreate, and the link is right below my head. And if you want an update on the surgery, if you've still stuck around this long, I'm in a regular sling now. I've got movement of still just my lower arm. I can't move the upper part yet, and I can't move my elbow yet much. But I'm not in much pain. Pain is better than it was before going into the surgery. So yeah, thanks to everyone that's asking. And yeah, I think we're done. So I'll see you in the next one. Take care.